Kevin, we can argue all we want about places that we're going to rank quarterbacks in the NFL. But right now, there's not a single quarterback in this league.
So I'm watching the game, going to react and then talk about it afterwards. Because this game pretty much is over. If you're watching it like I am, the Eagles are currently losing 20-13. The ball's at the Eagles' 21-yard line. The Chiefs have it with 4:36 left in the game. And it's just disappointment. It's another close game that throughout the entire game it was sloppy and it's just embarrassing. Just how much we're in these close games and we can never get one done, you know, and you can argue there's still a chance, you know, turnover, interception, fumble, whatever, and then the Eagles can rally back. But first and foremost, missed field goal, special teams fumbling footballs, and then all of a sudden we're allowing big time plays after our defense has held them all in check for the entire game. It just, I don't know. Because now they're running it with Kareem Hunt, and they're just gonna run down the clock. Even if the Eagles get the ball back, we're not gonna be able to do anything. So I'm just gonna sit back and react to this, see what happens. But Carson Wentz had an interception, and again, it's another tipped interception. The offensive line, it's terrible. Okay, we're talking the Philadelphia Eagles and their offensive line. People say that this is one of the best, if not the best, offensive line when everyone's there. Everybody is there. Isaac Seumalo, Jason Kelce. These two guys are getting destroyed at the line of scrimmage each and every time. Whenever Wentz is backing up to throw, he cannot set up. He has to roll out, look for somebody to extend the play, and it ends up incomplete, big play, or nothing. Like, there's no running game because the offensive line cannot hold up. You can't win football games by being a one-dimensional team. This game was just one-dimensional all around, but now the Chiefs in the fourth quarter have started to build up that momentum by running the football, and it's paid off. I thought the Eagles would upset Chiefs. It seems like the Chiefs will win. I had hopes that the Eagles would upset them too. The fact that we managed to, you know, fight with this team and make plays, score points, stop the team, and you can argue we exposed them because our defense was really good throughout the entire thing. But here goes Kareem Hunt. There he goes, up to the 3-yard line. So, I mean, Travis Kelce's hurling over everybody. We have defensive linebackers and everything hurling over Darren Sproles, who cannot make the block necessary for Wentz to step up into his throw. There are Isaac Seumalo and Jason Kelce and Brandon Brooks getting pushed into Wentz, forcing fumbles, and then Wentz cannot throw it anywhere other than a linebacker's freaking head or a hand up at the line of scrimmage. It's just a mess, and it's just an inconsistent mess. And the Eagles, they have a lot of talents, and I know, and I've said it before, that it's going to take a while for everybody to come together, and so we can, you know, become this kind of a team. But the way that this team is playing, they can't even take down Kareem Hunt. Oh my God, it's just bad. It's just touchdown. Yeah, game over. So the Eagles are going to drop to 1-1 on the year. Jesus. Wow. Eagles need to clear their mess up now before the Giants. This team it's full of talent and potential, but we just can't put it together. Just can't put it together. They better hope Odell Beckham Jr. doesn't play in week 3, or else they're in trouble. Nah, it doesn't matter. The Eagles can beat the Giants. The Eagles can beat the Chiefs. It's just mistakes and just what's the score? The Eagles are now losing 26-13 with 2:14 left. It's over. The game's done. Wentz looked good. Wentz looked pretty solid, but I stressed this at halftime. If you watch me at halftime, he was missing throws to Torrey Smith. Torrey Smith was dropping passes. Alshon Jeffrey was being missed or dropping passes. And the running, there was no Blunt. Blunt was not there was no such thing as LeGarrette Blunt in this game whatsoever. It was the Darren Sproles show at running back. He did good for what he was given, but he fumbled on a punt return, trying to do too much with too little. He ended up fumbling the football, led to a field goal that put the Chiefs in the lead. Wentz again gets a tipped pass that's intercepted, and it's just a mess, you know. And the sad thing is, the sad thing is that the Eagles they're still one of the most talented teams in the NFC East in the NFL. They have so much talent. Like, it's not the Eagles being bad. It's just the Eagles not coming together as a team. And what will Philly 500 say about it now? That we stink. That this team has always stinked. I don't know. I'm just joking. I don't know. He'll probably come up with something. I feel like he would say that we played well for what we were worth and everything, but there's no need to overreact. I'm gonna stress this out now. As negative as I've been, I know there's gonna be that one Eagles YouTuber. I'm not gonna say his name, but it's 3 letters. That's gonna be super negative about this loss. But I know for a fact, Philly 500, he's not going to be super negative. We're all going to be negative because it's a loss. So you got to take in the negatives and put them on display so you can work towards to negating those negatives, you know? Yeah, exactly. Ignore him. Like, yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. But out of this game, everyone expected the Eagles to lose. I didn't. I expected the Eagles to lose just because of looking at it from a realistic standpoint. The Eagles, they don't have the advantage. The Eagles are going into territory, the loudest stadium in the NFL. This is a team that's actually built and set up for Alex Smith. The running back is a rookie that has a lot of potential. Tyreek Hill is one of the best wide receivers who we shut down for the most part, besides Jalen Watkins missing an easy tackle earlier on in the game. Douglas played really well for what situation he was thrown in. Jalen Mills did well. Malcolm Jenkins, the new safety Corey Graham, he did well. Everything about this game was just little mistakes, and it costed us big time. Play calling, and I'm going to keep addressing it every single week. It's not good. He's running the same schemes. He's running the same exact play callings. There's no change to anything. And in the end, he's not going to be too upset. Trust me, he's not going to be too upset. The Chiefs are just a good team. They weren't deserved the blowout win they had against the Patriots last week. But they are a good team. Their defense is solid. They have a really good offense. That's all you can really say about them. They won the game. That's the end of it. We lost to a really good team. That's it. I mean, it's just the thing that irritates me the most about this game is just the fact that Wentz, he's a great guy. He makes a lot of great plays. He's missing on open receivers. Torrey Smith, he's underthrowing. Alshon Jeffrey, he overthrew in the second quarter. Our kicker missed a field goal. If maybe we got the field goal, things would be different. But now Wentz is playing, and he just got sacked. It wasn't a big sack, but it's just time to throw in the towel. 2 minutes left in the game. Let me read some of the comments that you guys have been saying. Sounds like he might be a better play caller than Doug Peterson. I know these mistakes from the Cowboys. Yeah. You need a new kicker, possibly. Yeah. This game plan is horrible. Why the hell are you not running the football with Blunt? Peterson is a bum. Yeah. I don't think it's much running the ball. It's just that we don't have the offensive line. Let me be honest. I'm going to be honest with you guys. The offensive line that the Eagles have, overrated. Hands down. We do good one moment, we do terribly the other moment. It's inconsistent, and that's what makes it bad. The fact that they're one of the best offensive lines in the NFL is actually depressing, because today you saw it. Wentz had nowhere to step up. He's rolling out a lot, and I feel like that's a reason why he's overthrowing wide receivers or underthrowing wide receivers. He doesn't have enough time to set up and stuff. like, let me read this comment real quick. They have Lane Johnson. He is their best player. Yeah, Lane Johnson did really well. Jason Peters did really well. It's Isaac Sayamalu, the left guard. Brandon Brooks did okay. And the center, Jason Kelsey. You're not like your brother. You're not good. So please, we need to fix the offensive line. The running, we need to be able to run the football. If we're not going to be able to run the football, we're not going to be able to pass as successfully as we want. You know, we can pass the football. People can get open. This offensive line needs to help set up the run that can help set up the pass. And we need to execute with these passing, I don't know. It's little things. Wentz is way better if you... There you go. How about them Cowboys? I agree with you right there, okay? If the Eagles... Because this is something that I always talk about. If Wentz was under if Wentz was a Dallas Cowboy, the spotlight would be under him. If Dak was an Eagle, we would be dealing with the same exact thing, just flipped. You know, it's not that difficult to comprehend. That's a reason why Prescott is so loved over the entire NFL. That's why he's so, that's why everyone thinks he's a playmaker. Dallas had an offensive line set up for Romo, and nothing changed. It's a great offensive line. And in the end, I'm just saying, we need to run Blunt more. If we couldn't run Sproles and Smallwood, I don't think we'd have a chance at running Blunt. Because Blunt, if there's no holes opening, how are we going to open holes for Blunt? This guy is huge. I know he can break tackles and push the pile, but if we can't get holes for Smallwood and Sproles, how are we going to expect to run the football? Yeah, exactly. How about them Cowboys says that he likes Wentz, but they need to upgrade at O-line besides Johnson. I agree with you 100%. Lane Johnson's our best guy. Jason Peters, this old guy, Jason Peters, is our best guy. But, man. It's literally only little things. Who caught that pass? That was Torrey Smith. That was a good pass. See, the thing that I want to stress, though, I'm being really negative now, but you can't win every single game. When you have issues at offensive line and your defense cannot continue to, hold, then you're going to most likely lose the football game. It's not like every single game. You can't win every single game. It happens. You lose games, you win games. We had chances to win this game. The offensive line couldn't hold up. By the time the Chiefs took the lead, the defense was already shot dead. So, I mean, we've lost a lot on defense. We've lost a lot on our offense is just flat out terrible. There's no excuse for how bad we played today. Kareem Hunt it's not even that he ran all over us. We held him up until the third quarter. It's kind of like the same thing with the Eagles against the Cowboys last year in Dallas. We held them up. Ooh, that was a nice way. I gotta watch this play real quick. Oh. It's a matter of just, we can't hold on to, we just can't, our offense, I'm gonna stress over it so much. Our defense is great. Throwing in Jalen Watkins and Corey Graham for these stars that we normally have that are going down, that's okay because our defense can hold up. Our defense will manage to bend but not break. That's the big thing. But when you see our offensive line struggle to keep Wentz in the pocket and Wentz has to run around, wait for somebody to get open, but he can't set up correctly, things are not going to go your way. And Wentz needed all the time he needed to get. There are people getting open, but he has no chance at making plays happen. It's just, what do you expect him to do? What do you expect Sproles to do? Sproles is clearly frustrated. Right now, he is upset. You can tell 100% he's upset. But at the same time, this is a learning process. I mean, the Eagles, they're not a bad team. We're a good team. We could have beaten this team. The score 27-13 does not say the entire story. This game at halftime, remember, was 6-3. Remember that it was 6-3 at halftime. This game could have been won. The Eagles could have won this game 17-6 had we have scored a touchdown earlier in the game. When I saw someone comments about it, when we called a screenplay at the 17-yard line. Wentz has nowhere to go, so he's gonna run. All right, I mean, Wentz, the thing with Wentz is that he doesn't quit. And like I saw a couple people in this group chat that I'm in saying that this team is giving up in some aspects. And honestly, I see that happening. Sproles has been 3-3 at half with no. Yeah, I mean, it should have exactly like. Sproles' fumble earlier on kind of screwed us over. Elliott missing the field goal screwed us over. I feel like that was the turning point in the game because after that, you know, our offense started to click and our defense just decided to die. Just left the face of the planet for some reason. I mean, I don't know where they went, but in the end, it's just, I don't know. But, like, in the end, like, you can't win them all, and there you go. Offensive line can't hold up. No one's getting open because nobody's trying. Eagles Wentz got sacked. It's a match. It's 1-1. If the Cowboys can lose tonight, and if the Giants can lose, and if the Redskins can lose, I'd be the happiest person in the world. The thing that I'm most happy about is the fact that this team actually, you know, we look better than we did last year, but the offensive line looks worse than we did last year. I'm a little worried about that, and that makes me worry for Wentz because I want to keep Wentz healthy, but if he cannot stay comfortable in the pocket, if he cannot make plays happen in the pocket because our pocket will not hold, then what's the point in trying? It's okay, we have to get used to each other. We have to beat the Giants and all the teams we're favored to win. But like I said, I'll give us the first month. Yeah. The thing, like, man. I feel bad for Wentz. We need to throw to Alshon more. Well, it's hard to do that when your offensive line can't help you. Like right now, he has a pocket. He just threw to Alshon. Alshon made a catch. There you go. That was a good catch. It's just the offensive line. That's all it is. And I'm gonna change. Excuse me. I'm gonna change the title of this video because offensive line is just. Oh my God. It's just a mess. You know, that's all it is to it. It's just the offensive line cannot stay consistent. And if they can't stay consistent, how are you going to manage plays? I'm not really concerned about this game. I knew it was going to be really tough to beat this team, Kansas City, onto the Giants. I like that mentality, Spunky. That's the kind of mentality I'm looking for. I'm just talking right now. Like, I'm seeing a lot of positive from this team. Yeah, Rasul Douglas, props to him. Shout out to him. Going up against Tyreek Hill, he did a hell of a job. Better than Jalen Watkins. He actually charged up and made the tackles. Like, freaking Watkins is going up to tackle this guy, and he completely whiffs. Douglas did a lot better. This team has a lot of potential. Oh, he's going for Jeffrey in the... Okay, that was a little too far. That's another thing. He's overthrowing everybody, and he's underthrowing Smith. Like, I don't understand. There's something up. Let me read your comment real quick. LT Metters Jr. Something is clearly something is wrong. This offense looked poor all preseason, and now after 2 games, no run game. It's the offensive line that will be ugly versus the G-man defense. I agree with you, and I'm stressing that so much. Without a consistent run game, or without a consistent offensive line, you're not going to fare well. And once he makes plays happen, you saw last week to start off the game against the Redskins, and you're seeing it today. He's making plays happen, but it's not going to work all the time. You need to give him time, and you need to give some of the pressure off of his back because he's not going to be able to do everything. Blunt is here for a reason. You need to use him. Sproles is here for a reason. You got to use him correctly. Smallwood is here for a reason. If you're going to run this rotation thing for running back, you are going to have to use these guys correctly. But if you're not going to be able to get a number 1 running back, get a 3-down back like Kareem Hunt, like Spencer Ware if he was still here, like Ezekiel Elliott, like Le'Veon Bell, you got to get these guys that can make plays happen every single play, game in and game out. If you can't do that, and you can't have a consistent offensive line to make these plays happen and help you open up the playbook, then how are you going to win football games? That's something that they need to address this week. This entire week, they need to address that because you're going home to play the New York Giants, okay? You're opening your season at home against the Giants, and your biggest concern better be your running game and your offensive line. Because passing-wise, Wentz has thrown over 300 yards both games. Almost 2 touchdowns, and an interception. Both interceptions weren't even his fault. They were tipped in the air and picked off. You can't do anything about that. But you need to fix the offensive line. If you fix your offensive line, get a consistent running attack, you will be successful. But this team right now, All they're doing is passing. It's getting you down the field. They just got a touchdown to Aguilar. And I'm going to show you guys this because, look, we needed way earlier in the game. Let's watch this touchdown real quick. Where was that all game? Where is that all game? Where in the world was that catch from Nelson Aguilar all game? Where in the world were these play calls at all game? You gotta, Doug Peterson, you need to fix a lot of stuff on this offense, on this entire team. Aguilar just made one hell of a catch that you'd expect the guy watching, standing by to make, which is, Alshon Jeffrey. But you know, Nelson Aguilar is making the touchdowns. It was a great touchdown. Congrats. The game it's closer because that's how it should have been. This game should have been a close game from the start to the end. But 8 seconds left. You finish, you know what? You finish on a high note. Perfect pass, perfect touchdown, great execution. All in all, that's a good way to end off your loss. Okay, I'm 27-20. It was a close game all around. It was a great game. Don't get me wrong. A sloppy, great physical game. The Eagles had a chance to win it. They couldn't get it done. But you know what? That touchdown right there, and the amount of things that I want to say positive, like the things positive that I can say going into this game. One, Nelson Aguilar making those touchdowns. Let's be real. That's a good confidence booster for him. Two, your defense. Your defense held up, but you just needed more. They couldn't do everything. You need more on the offensive side of the ball. You can't rely on your defense 24/7. That's never going to happen. It's never going to work. Oh, the Eagles just got the onside kick. Whoa! Eagles got 7 seconds onside kick. Oh. Wait. I'm going to put up the volume.
Beautifully. But watch. Let's see who's on the receiving end there. Trey Burton, number 88, tips it to himself.
Wait.
And makes the snag. The versatility of Trey Burton.
Give this a second. I'm going to be optimistic here. The Eagles just recovered the onside kick. It's 7 seconds. Can they do something? Huh. We've seen our fair share of miracles at Arrowhead Stadium, guys. Let's see how this goes. They have time for 2 incomplete passes at the bare minimum. Let's see how this goes. 5 seconds left. Eagles have a shot.
Down by a touchdown 5 seconds ago, and we get a timeout on the field. Doug Peterson calls his final timeout.
I'm just if they get an Aaron Rodgers play, I'm gonna cry. Right? Like if this happens, this would be crazy.
No emotion on this one for me. This is gonna be interesting to see how it gets played. Well, how do you play?
So I'm just taking the opportunity. I'm an optimistic Eagles fan. I'm not gonna get my hopes too high on this, but for those of you tuning in, 4 or 5 seconds left. The Eagles got an onside kick. They're down a touchdown. They're around midfield. I'm pretty sure Wentz can haul it up there. Who knows what could happen? So we're gonna see. Let's just see what happens here. I hate moral victory scores in garbage time. I honestly don't. Sometimes they actually mean a fair deal of stuff, you know. So 5 seconds left, guys. I'm gonna show this to you. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens here.
Eagles have some big guys. Alshon Jeffrey is 6'3". Zach Ertz is 6'5". Here we go. Hail Mary.
Who the hell knows what could happen? Hey, guess what? Hey, guess what? Chiefs call a timeout. Andy Reid, gotta love it. Yeah, I'll get censored. I don't care. I'm not doing this for the money. I'm doing this because I'm an Eagles fan that loves to talk about my team. That's all it is, alright? That's all it is. But you know what? I'm gonna just let you guys watch my reaction. Imagine if something crazy were to happen. Let's see what happens here, man. There's a lot of, I'll be honest, there's a lot of positives that came from this game. Carson Wentz, he's making plays happen. He needs to work on mechanics. Defense did amazingly in the first 2.5 quarters. Third quarter, towards the end of it's really where they started to slip up, especially in the fourth quarter. But offensive line is the big thing that you need to look at because they were not able to do anything right from the get-go. This offensive line just could not hold up. Wentz was running around a lot. It's kind of like the Seattle Seahawks game. But here we go.
Three-man rush. Wentz puts air under it. It's long enough. It is there. It is tipped.
Almost.
And the game.
We almost got it.
The Chiefs hang on.
We almost had that. That was very close, but yeah, nothing's gonna. It was close. It was really close. Wentz, if he put it a little bit lower, a little bit less air on it, then maybe, yeah. If it was a little bit lower, I feel like that would have been, or if someone was back deep in the end zone, then something that, like, you always want to have one guy, like, if you're doing Hail Marys, you want one guy in the back, for sure. Like, you always want one person back there, but you know what? I can't wait to see all these trolling Cowboy fans coming into the stream, or coming in general, just talking trash about the Eagles, because I'm going to be watching very closely the Cowboys and Broncos game, and I'll come back to you guys later tonight with a little review on that. But props to Kansas City. Let's be honest, props to Kansas City, props to Andy Reid. They have a team down there, but you cannot say that the Eagles did not do great in this game. You cannot say that we did not have a chance, you know? Yeah, I agree. They deserved the victory, but you cannot deny the fact that the Eagles, for how great the Chiefs actually are, for how much talent they have on their team, even without Eric Berry, they managed to pull this one out. And I mean, the Eagles, they put up a great fight. It was a great game all around. It was just that fourth quarter, it just got out of our hands. We just lost it. But all in all, I'm not too upset. You know, I was expecting the loss. I wasn't expecting the loss, but I was getting ready to react to a loss. That interception cost us the game. Yeah, exactly. Man, that interception, it wasn't even Wentz's fault. It was just, he's trying to set up a screenplay, and then no blocking. Someone's right in the face of him, and then another person's right in front of where he's got to throw. He's trying to throw it any other way, and he just couldn't do it. But hey, the Cardinals and the Colts are an OT, so I might as well just watch that. But you know what? I'm gonna address one little thing. That's somebody that someone just asked. What about our injuries, though? We have been hit hard this year. McCoy makes that tackle on Hunt. Yeah, the McLeod injury, I don't know if it's gonna be as serious as we expect. Because in the end, it's just a hamstring. Unless it was a hamstring tear, I'm pretty sure he just pulled a hamstring, or it's a hamstring sprain. It's not gonna be like this big time injury. But here's another thing that I want to point out: 45 pass attempts. You can't have that in a football game. You cannot have that in a football game. You can't have a second year guy throw that many times and expect to win a football game. Oh my God! No way! No way! Oh my God! First play of overtime and the Colts got intercepted. They're gonna lose. That's amazing. That's a little off topic, but yeah, injuries to the Eagles are not too many, you know, but yeah, see you later, man, because I'm about to end this off anyway. Thank you all that showed up. It was a great game all around. We all expected the loss, but optimistic people, Eagles fans that, you know, believe in your team all throughout the entire game, had hope. I had hope. We had a shot. We did better than the Patriots. I guess that's something to... we did better than the Patriots. But we play the Giants next week. They're coming off a short week because they have a Monday Night Football game, and they're going on the road down the street to Philly. So it's going to be a fun game to open up the link, and I cannot wait. I'm already saying we're going to win this game because I feel like our defense going up against the offensive line of Eli's, easy money. As far as our offensive line, if we can just stay consistent, that second quarter and the second half or the third quarter, if we can just stay consistent like that on offensive line, we will do great. Because we looked good on those drives. You know, in the second quarter to start off, or the first quarter we got the field goal, the second quarter towards the end, and then of course the third quarter where we got our touchdowns and all that good stuff when we were really moving the football. That's what I want to see out of the offensive line, but they're inconsistent and it's not good. So all in all, guys, I'm going to sign off. It's been a good 30 minutes. I'm not too upset at the loss, but hey, we can't win them all. We can't win them all. We'll beat the Giants. Luke Betts, in the end, we showed off that we are not to be slept on. You know, like, we actually contested against one of the AFC's best. So that's a good sign. Can we beat the Broncos? Can we beat the Raiders? Raiders is very questionable. Broncos for sure. It'll be fun to watch. The next AFC team we play are the Los Angeles Chargers at Los Angeles, mind you. So it'll be fun to see exactly how that game fares in Week 4. I'll talk about that obviously later on in the season. But we can win that game. Chiefs have a possible. No, I don't know. I don't agree with that. I don't think the Chiefs can go 16-0. I feel like we exposed them to a certain degree because we got at their offense. We shut them down for a majority of the game. It's just like the Cowboys game where we lost in overtime. We just failed to keep them down at the end, and they were missing Barry. Yeah, they were missing Barry. We were throwing up and down their team. Alshon Jeffrey 7 receptions, 92 yards. Carson Wentz overall 333 yards. You know, we did really good against a really good team, and that's all that matters. And in the end, guys, that's all I gotta say. You know, when Barry comes back, it's gonna be hard. Barry's not coming back this year, though. Remember that. He's torn his Achilles. He's on IR for probably the rest of the season. So, but you know what? You know, he has a torn Achilles, man. He tore that Achilles. I don't think he'll be back from that. But in the end, you guys, the Eagles, there's a lot of positives, a lot of negatives, but going up against the Chiefs, one of the best teams in the AFC, it was a good fight. We did our best. We almost pulled it off. Next week, it'll be a different story. Watch us out. Watch out for us. We're going to go 2-1, guaranteed. See you guys later. Peace out.